What's going on, guys? ShadowNinja here, and today I'm going to be making a video giving my review, my thoughts, my impressions on Call of Duty Modern Warfare single player. Now, originally I did not really want to split these up into multiple videos. I wanted to see if I can make this review for Modern Warfare in a condensed single video, but after playing the campaign, I got to talk about it in its own separate video because, again, this is probably the best campaign we've gotten for Modern Warfare, in my opinion, in Call of Duty in general, since Modern Warfare 3. So let's just get right into it. Now, the beginning of this video is going to be completely non-spoilers, but I'm going to obviously verbally say, hey, spoilers ahead. If you guys haven't beat the campaign or just, don't want to know because you're waiting and you're playing multiplayer first, you don't want to know anything about this campaign, do not watch that part of the video. But overall, we're going to hop into non-spoilers and just give you my thoughts without spoiling anything. Now, first and foremost, I felt that this campaign was entirely different. Also, little minor spoilers for the mission behind us going on right now. I forgot to mention that this is what I call the 13 hours mission. You haven't seen that movie. It's directed by Michael Bay. It's covering some of the events the event that happened in Benghazi, giving his spin on it. Pretty much the mission was very similar to that movie, and I love that. So just a little heads up. This is one of the first, not first missions, but it's not even halfway point. Not in too crazy spoilers. There's no subtitles going on, so you can watch it. Nothing else happened. You just know what the hell's going on in the background. But yeah, again, this campaign was extremely different from movements to settings to just topics. It was much different than any other Call of Duty game we've ever played, and certainly felt the most grounded amongst all of the campaigns we've ever played. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the first one, had a nuclear explosion going off in the Middle East and had you stopping a nuclear missile in the middle of the sky by disabling it from, Zakea launching it. Modern Warfare 2 had the insanely improbable, I don't know how realistic it is for Russia to invade the United States like that without being detected. I understand that they took the satellites and they had a code to master their systems, but again, I don't know how serious and how possible that is. But we did see that. We saw the Washington DC destroyed. Modern Warfare 3, we saw World War 3, we saw a battle in New York, we saw a bunch of crazy stuff, a lot of what you call Michael Bay moments, big spectacular explosions, and not really too much of a grounded reality in terms of the story itself. But in this one, a lot of the topics are relatable. There is stuff that alludes to real world events going on, from the events in Syria to just the natural, thing about terrorism is that it's not really a country, as they say. It's not really a country you're fighting. It's more of a group of people. These people don't wear a nation's flag on them. They wear their own stuff, and it's kind of hard to differentiate a terrorist and a civilian, and that's kind of what a lot of missions delve with. Now, in terms of the opening, it was a bit spectacle, but it kind of gets you in the sense of the conflict going on, and it easily from missions like cleaning house throws you into a very slow pace, thoughtful, and quiet engagements. The reason I say quiet is that it's not bullets flying 24/7. It's like you're in a house, you're hearing the wood creak, and you're hearing all these different great aesthetics to the atmosphere of these missions. And then you shoot a few bullets and that person's dead. It's they're very short and quick and thoughtful engagements, and you do got to pay attention. You might accidentally shoot a woman that's a mother of a child. Now, I honestly never shot a kid in this game. I don't know if you can. I would assume you can because they've kind of avoided that question altogether. They probably didn't want to say yes or no. But yeah, I've never personally done it. I thought I accidentally shot a woman in a building, but it turns out that she was actually going to do something a lot worse. So it ended up being in my favor. But overall, innocent people, you can take them out, and it is meant to be as a kind of truth about war and engagement when you're engaging with these people that don't really wear a flag around their chest. Now, in terms of the cast, this is going to be really quick. When it comes to characters too, a lot of these characters are already grounded. Captain Price is already grounded, and he is not what he was in the other Modern Warfare games. The closest relation is that he's kind of, he's outgoing, he's kind of hard on the truth of this is what we gotta do, and he's not afraid to take chances. So he's comparable to, at the end of Modern Warfare 2 and the end, and pretty much all of Modern Warfare 3, that Captain Price is what we see. I loved it. There is a lot of good little references to previous Modern Warfare games. They're not really, connected in a way, but there's nice subtle references that if you pick up, you pick up. You don't. You're not gonna miss out. But for me, it was great. I love that nostalgia factor that they introduced. Reinforce something new, but at the same time tease familiar characters or stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying names. This is not spoilers, but you're gonna get some teases. So if you played Modern Warfare, you're gonna be like, oh, I know that person. Oh, Oh, well, yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that front. Overall, the length and longevity of this campaign I thought was pretty perfect. I wanted more, but it didn't really meant more that, oh, I felt that was rushed. I felt like it had a complete beginning, middle, and end. There were some unexpected twists, and the missions were just memorable all around. Now, there was one or two I didn't really care for too much, but they did mean something to the overall story of understanding a character in that sense. Now, from here on out, we're getting into spoilers because I gotta talk about, pretty much the end of Modern Warfare and what this means for this campaign, this story, and possibly this trilogy that is coming up with these new Modern Warfare games. So, if you don't want to hear about this, definitely end the video. Leave a like, subscribe for more. But if you want to keep on hearing what I'm saying, you guys want to hear what my thoughts on the ending, we'll just talk about it right now. So, you got 3, 2, 1. Task Force 141 is confirmed and is coming some point in Modern Warfare. Not, I don't think this game. I think probably the sequel to this game. But the end, when Price was talking to Kate about, getting a team together, Shepard gave them these files. We know who Shepard is. He's the asshole at the end of Modern Warfare 2 who took out Ghost. We saw Al-Assad be teased in the Spec Ops thing. We saw Zakia's son rising to take the throne of Bukov, to whatever, the guy you take out at the end of this campaign. Zakia is already technically in prison. Price put him away, so there's a relation between Zakia and Price already, which is connected, or at least referenced or familiar from the original Modern Warfare games. Overall, it's just really, really a lot of setup. We got. I didn't even realize that the guy Kyle Garrick you're playing is actually Gaz. I was so cool to find out that the guy you're playing, Kyle, which is also my name, which I found pretty cool. Gaz is actually is probably my favorite character from Modern Warfare. His nickname is Gaz. We have Soap McTavish, he's making a return. The relationship between Price and Soap is classified because he doesn't tell him what's the relation. So, because Kyle and Price, they were working together throughout this whole campaign. Soap and Price, Kate wanted to know. He said that's classified. And we saw Riley, John Riley, and I think it's John Riley. I might be wrong with their thing, but it's Riley. We all know who Riley is. Motherfucking Ghost. He has no face on the picture. His identity is concealed secret. I love that they're keeping that together. And there's 2 other people that are joining that it's neat to know. Obviously, I think Nikolai made a return. There's just a lot of things they tease that if you played the Modern Warfare trilogy from before, a lot of these characters are fan favorites and loved, and it's just so glad to see that they're moving forward with some of the stuff. And I'm curious to see what the hell's gonna happen in the next Modern Warfare game from Infinity Ward. The ending for this pretty much made me just not care at all for what the hell's to come with, Treyarch and Sledgehammer's game that's coming out next year. I can care less. I probably won't even be picking it up. I have no intrigue by that Call of Duty right now. Modern Warfare Infinity War has grabbed me by the throat and has kept me in, and I want everything Modern Warfare right now. Now, some of the stuff we're going to talk about specific events that was referenced. The stuff going on in Syria. The reference to the Benghazi event with 13 Hours movie, that what you're seeing on screen is pretty much exactly how the movie happened for the most part. There's a lot of good stuff, and I like how Infinity Ward really kept real world events in real world scenarios in play. And while they did some stuff we never seen in the real world, like the London attack, that was very, it was chaotic, but that's strategical. We haven't seen something like that out there, but it is in general just a very realistic feeling, and Infinity Ward needs to be given credit in terms of immersion. The camera angle from, seeing in-game cinematics to transitioning into your first-person character, phenomenal. I loved it. This just flowed very well, and there was no halt in the campaign. It just literally kept on going, and again, started playing around 11:30 at night, finished at 4 o'clock in the morning. I loved it. A little short, but again, no problem for me. Let me know what you guys think of the Call of Duty campaign. Obviously, you played it, or maybe you haven't if you came to this point and just kept listening. But let me know what you guys think. Are you excited to see what's to come narratively from Call of Duty Modern Warfare? What are your thoughts on the campaign? And this is certainly one of the best you played. For me, it's certainly top 3. I gotta replay it again and see if it's my favorite, but it's certainly one of the best because it was so different, so unique, so fresh, so new, but yet so familiar at the same time and felt grounded. I like the new direction at least Call of Duty is taken with Modern Warfare. Slow, a little bit more grounded, realistic approach, but again, these are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys listen to this whole entire video, just let me know what you guys think. I love this campaign. Can't wait for more. But until next time, guys, for more Call of Duty Modern Warfare content, videos, news, details, reviews, I'm going to be reviewing the multiplayer some point by Monday because I want to get some hours into this game. I want to kind of, get my thoughts together and give you guys a informative video about multiplayer rather than just my first impressions. But again, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Till next time, guys, ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.